So here we are, folks. We're at the voting members meeting. It's Sunday. We're in Blackpool. We had our conference yesterday. Went very well, Simon, didn't it?
It went better than we could have ever expected, to be honest. A lot of people voting for common sense aspects of the Constitution. So I was very pleased with it. Normally you expect one or two people to object or whatever, but everything virtually went through unanimously, didn't it?
Indeed, yeah. I mean, changes that are going to benefit the party as well, you know.
Well, I think there were essential changes. As I say, the Constitution is a working document in process and in progress, and the changes that were made were needed to be done. They've been needed to be done for quite a while, so I'm very pleased with it. Yeah.
So that was today. I mean, things we had to do. Voting members came yesterday. What do you reckon about yesterday?
Yesterday was just as good, really. I mean, I always enjoy coming up to Blackpool, and it's always a good spirit here. Our members are, good guys, good women, whatever. They get along with us very well, and it's always a pleasure, really, isn't it, to actually talk. Just the social side of things. It's just to talk to people and whatever. And we launched this, which was really good. The Bulldog went down very well indeed. The Savage Beast devouring the European flag, which is very good. I like that, shaking it to death. My suggestion was that we were going to wrap the flag in sausages if ever we were to film it live, so that the Bulldog would be encouraged to vent his fury on the flag. But I think that goes down very well, and we're going to use it for the European elections.
I think if he knew the true nature of the European Union, he wouldn't need to be encouraged to do anything, would he?
I think there's a good chance the Bulldog one day will be banned by the European Union, but I think the European Union is going to be banned by the Bulldog. There's more chance of that.
He's a little bit too British, isn't he? So,
he is. He's a little bit too British. So he is.
But so we've had a good time. We had a good time yesterday. We did a lot of workshops where we were teaching people things, and with a lot of learning going on. And I think people in general enjoyed it, didn't they? And we had the whole day, which was cram-packed. Then we had the social evening, which is quite unique, isn't it? Because we don't normally have a social evening on an officials conference evening day, do we?
No, we don't. And there's just as many people came for the social side of things. Nobody wants to go away because we all enjoy talking to one another about various things. And you always learn from members bringing a different perspective on things that you're interested in yourself. And that's one of the good things about coming and meeting like-minded people, that you always find something to talk about and whatever, and it was good. I always enjoy it.
And of course, we've got to remember that a lot of people, they don't want us to be here. There'll be a lot of people extremely unhappy that we are here, but equally to that, we've got a lot of people who'll be extremely happy that we're here, and that we're still around after all of this hassle, after all of the lies and all of the muck that's thrown at us. We're still here. We're not going to disappear. We're going to be here forever, aren't we?
We're very proud people, and you're the same as me, very stubborn to a certain extent. You know that you're not going to change. It can't happen. I mean, they're not going to change us. It's that simple. We've got our principles and what we perceive as being right, and it doesn't matter how much that these people try and insist that what is right is now wrong and vice versa. It's not going to wash with us. And one of the things I was emphasising was, when we were working in Wythenshawe in that campaign, it's very important to understand the difference between what the media have done to us, as in delegitimise the party. They haven't succeeded in squaring the circle and discrediting us in the eyes of the public. There's a very big difference between those two terms. And certainly the respect that the public have for us, the understanding of the struggle, our big struggle, it's their struggle as well, is quite now, it's a profound thing within the general British public, that they do understand what we're about. They understand we're something different, and they understand that we're on their side.
And of course, what we've got to remind folks as well is that we're engaged in a war, aren't we? And in a war, we have different battles. Some people lose a battle. They may win a battle. It's just part and parcel of the bigger picture. But we're getting there, aren't we? And we've got all of these different mechanisms in our war. And we're in a war to fight for our very survival. But we may lose the odd battle. We may lose the odd skirmish. But we still carry on.
This is the thing, Adam. The thing is, the people that have done this to us, to our people and our nation and every other nation, every other white nation certainly, this has always been a long-term goal for these people. They've been at this for decades. What we're now seeing with the replacement of our people and the destruction, disenfranchisement of our nation has been planned for a long time. They foresaw this with mass immigration decades and decades and decades ago. We're not used to thinking in the long term. We're always thinking about a year ahead, 2 years ahead, maybe 5 years at the very most, but we've got to think more about long-term things. And I think that one of the things that's come out of this is that a very real grasp of the situation, the struggle that we're involved in here. It's not a game, as you know and I know. It certainly is not a game, and we're going to have to sharpen our act and adapt. These are environmental pressures that are bearing down on us as a people, and we have to adapt to survive.
And it's not for the faint-hearted, and like our bulldog behind us, we have the true British spirit within us.
We certainly do.
And we will not give in, we will not surrender, and we will continue our fight as long as it takes. Simon, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.